How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to tackle something that I've been meaning to tackle for a long time, and this is something that people might struggle with if you're in the same situation as me. There might be a lot of people out there like me who want everything on their desk all at once. I do a lot of different things. I'm into retro gaming, I'm into streaming, I record music, but most of all, I spend my time sitting around and jacking off. So in this video, I'm actually going to tackle something that I've been wanting to tackle for a long time, and that is cable management. Now, if I remember how to do this, right now I'm going to cut in some B-roll of what my desk looks like underneath right now. It's pretty embarrassing, it's pretty messy, and I just want to warn you, I am in an unfinished basement, so ignore the floors. There are a few things that I have gotten that are going to help me along my journey, and something that I actually 3D printed as well. So the first thing we've got here, I've got a couple of these. They're cable holders that I 3D printed. They do have screw holes, but I'm just going to mount them with Velcro strips just because I don't want to put screw holes in the bottom of my desk any more than there already are. The next thing is I invested in some of these cable sleeves that are, they've got zippers on them. So you put all the cables in here, you zip them up, and then I'm going to hopefully run them through the cable wires after they're zipped up in these just to kind of clean it up a little bit more. Obviously, some 3M command strips to mount everything with. Then lastly, this maybe kind of sketchy giant fucking power strip that I found. It's got USB ports on it as well, that I'm going to mount on my desk with some trusty 3M tape. So we're going to go ahead and place the camera down. I'm going to do a time lapse. I'm hoping I can get it all done in one pass. If not, you might see me change clothes throughout this operation. But afterwards, I will come back to you. We will do a little bit of before and after and discuss my thoughts on some of the things that I got for cable management and maybe things that I would get in the future to help me out. So let's go ahead and start this shit, as they say. Baby tripod. So as you can clearly see, I did not choose a good angle for recording this video. Kind of too late to go back and change it now, so you get what you get. I start off by unplugging all of the cables from the desktop and the power strip. It was a mess, so I needed to sort through it anyway. I also had to pull the desk out a little further from the wall so I could get my fat ass behind there. First thing I did was attach the power strip to the back of the desk. This way I had something to work with when I was running all the cables to get everything plugged in. Then I started to take all of the light cables and get them strapped together so that they were all in one little bundle, which was easier for cable management. From there, I started routing some of the cables that have to go across the back of my desk, which is mainly my studio monitors and audio cables. Then I started getting all of the cables for my console set up, and I'm pretty happy because I've had these consoles sitting here forever and haven't been able to plug them in because my power strip wasn't big enough. But I got these all routed so they'll be plugged into an HDMI splitter. And this is a little bit more of the same, just kind of wrapping up, bundling cables together. I believe at this point I actually attached one of the cable clips to the bottom of the desk, and I didn't really get it on video because I didn't think about moving my camera. After everything was plugged in, I very painstakingly pushed the desk back into place, plopped down on the ground, and started plugging everything back in. I ended up using the other hook I printed to route the HDMI cables from my consoles over to my HDMI switcher, and I placed a cable sleeve in between the two hooks. Lastly, as we enjoy this final breakdown, I cable sleeved everything together to kind of hide the wires a little bit and tried adjusting my monitors back to where I typically would have them set. So now that everything's said and done, could this have went a little bit better? Yes, I would have liked it to. There are some spots I'm not 100% happy with, but this took me about an hour and 15 minutes. So I was kind of just ready to be done with it at that point. The 3D printed hooks worked pretty well for the most part. One of them I probably should have screwed into my desk because the Velcro 3M strips weren't quite strong enough to hold them. Other than that, I'm relatively happy. I'm not having my feet getting tangled up in cords anymore. It feels a lot nicer, even though there are some behind my desk kind of hidden that aren't in cable sleeves just because the bundles were too tight to put them in there. I think that from the front and from a foot room perspective, it all worked out just fine. Little shameless plug here, but the music that you heard underneath in the background was actually original music that was recorded by myself. Some of it's not completely finished, so I haven't put it out anywhere, but for the stuff that I have, the ambient music in the background at the beginning, that is already on Spotify, and I will link it in the description down below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to go check me out on other platforms as well. I'm on Kick and Twitch. As well as obviously YouTube. I live stream multiple nights a week. I do many things from guitar to drums. I'll play retro games. I'll play horror games. I do just like a little bit of everything on my channel. And I want to keep it that way. I like doing variety because it's something that I enjoy. I just want to take the time and thank you guys for watching this video. I typically don't make videos this style. I normally live stream, like I said, which is easier for me because I can interact with people one-to-one. Right now, I'm literally just standing and looking at my iPhone, which is kind of weird. But if you guys like this style of video, let me know. There's a lot of stuff that I've wanted to do this way. I 3D print. I'd like to do 3D printing stuff, movie reviews, stuff like that. I've wanted to do it. I've started doing it, and I was never happy with it. But if it's something that you guys want to see, let me know, and I will definitely expand my content out. Once again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I don't know how to end a YouTube video, so I'm just gonna do this thing.